welcome to another narrated episode of on my channel. We are about to play Crash Bandicoot Warped this time. This is from the same stream as like the end of Crash Bandicoot 1, where I completely botched it up in terms of making sure that I was actually recording my voice. Anyway, let's cease here because there's going to be some talking by the characters, so I'll let them talk and I'll cease talking.
Free at last.
Oh yeah, they're not talking here.
Uka is free? No, it cannot be. Evil, great evil has come.
None have dared fail the great Uka even once. But you, Cortex, you have failed me twice.
Great Uka! It was that infernal bandicoot!
From deep inside my gentle prison, I sent you simple instructions to follow. But you lost the gems, you lost the crystals, and I have lost my patience. There is now no other power source left on this planet.
I know we've had a few unfortunate setbacks.
And failed. But since your bumbling has managed to set me free, I am feeling generous. There is still a way to amass the power needed to enslave this miserable planet. And this time, the great Uka will make sure that you do it right.
After many eons, my evil twin brother, Uka, has been freed from his underground prison. Long ago, I locked him there to protect the world from his malice. Now, free once again, he must be stopped. Children.
All right.
Uka and Cortex plan to use this time-twisting machine to gather crystals that lay scattered across time. I have brought you here to recover the crystals before they do. To open the time portal, simply stand on a button and then jump into the portal. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck indeed. I forgot how long that particular set of cutscenes were. It's much longer than the other ones. Anyway, in our playthrough of Crash 3, we decided to switch it up a bit and bring Coco into the mix. Although, as you'll see throughout the playthrough, you're actually forced to play as Crash in a couple of scenarios. The three scenarios are if it's an underwater mission, because reasons. I don't even know why you're forced to switch there. I guess I didn't put in enough sprites. Why didn't I? Oh, I think I figure out how to switch to Coco in a sec here. I'm just pushing all the buttons, dude. Why am I crouching? Oh, I think I was just screwing around, like when I was crouching, and then just realized that I looked like a complete buffoon. Anyway, there we go. We swapped to Coco. But yeah, the other two scenarios are there's races on the motorbike where you play as Crash, and in the boss fights you have to play as Crash. Anyway. Here's Toad Village. Shows you the boss of this world, as well as what you can. Well, you don't fight the boss until after you've done the 5 stages. I think I got confused for a bit as to how to enter the stage.
Crash. Why must you always muck in my mud? Oh, look! I have a mask helping me, too. We will find out which one is more powerful soon enough.
I think they're equally powerful. Anyway, Crash and Coco don't play any differently from each other. They look different to each other, but otherwise, no difference. But, I don't think I die on this first level, at least not the first time. You'll see in a couple of minutes that I go back into the stage. Crash 3 overall Crash 3 seemed to be the easiest. As we go through the playthrough, you'll see the more annoying stages. And you get to walk through water. There's already holes in the ground, as you can see. I discover the flickering nonsense of some boxes. I think I tried to go for the 1-up, but that didn't pan out. Anyway, this stage didn't prove to be particularly difficult, so I don't think there's a lot to say in regards to that. You've got your bonus areas, as always. Well, I don't know if it was this one or a different one where it was surprisingly difficult despite how early in the game it is. They don't give you as many lives in the bonus areas in this game as they do in the other ones. It's like, you're lucky if you get one. Granted, we don't die as often in this game. In fact, some stages you can't die at all, strictly speaking. Like the race levels you can't die on. I think throughout this playthrough, I think we only game overed maybe once or twice. And it'll become, I think, apparent when that happens. Assuming I left that stuff in. And assuming I'm pretty sure I game overed at least once. And I think it looks exactly the same as every other instance where you game over in any of the other Crash games. I think I'm a little overly cautious dealing with the sword guys. The goats really don't do anything. I think there's... Oh yeah, that's right. My first death, I just walk off the side of a cliff like a complete idiot. In fact, I'm pretty sure I even said as much, that I was a complete idiot just walking off the side of a cliff. Oh, and then I get kissed by a frog. I thought that happened a bit later, to be honest. But I think the frog turns into a prince after you get kissed by it. Which I assume in this case means that when the frog kisses you, it sucks the life out of you so that it can turn into a prince. Which is not how those fairy tales go. I don't know why the boxes spin faster. I don't think I ever found that out. Anyway, I noticed it was a lot easier to get crystals in this game. Or at least to some extent. I think we... let her collect the crystals. We actually go back into Toad Village, because I was like, you know what, let's try getting everything in this game. And, in this time trial, we do get the...
Crash,
oh, wait.
Coco, If you have already retrieved a levels crystal, then you will find a floating clock when you enter for the second time. This floating clock activates time trial mode. Grab it, and the clock will start ticking. Race for the end to get the best time, but beware, some elements will change.
That is true, some elements do change, but it's not very perceptible. I think there's like one or two boxes, or maybe not one or two, but there's a couple of boxes that have like numbers on them. I think they like lower your time. Oh no, they freeze it. They freeze the timer for however many seconds. Whether I actually trust it or not is another question. I can't go to the bonus area while doing the time trial. Yeah, there's not really a lot to say. I'm just running through this stage again. Easy enough level to run through a second time, get the Ankh, or what it... I don't think I ever found out what it was supposed to be. I kept calling it an Ankh throughout the games, but yeah. Oh yeah, you get to save your time. So I think I just put Imp. And you can only go one way around the thing. You can't loop back from A to Z. See, I got the Ankh here, which gave me the impression that you just had to complete the time trial to get the Ankh. But you'll see when I go back into the second stage that that's not actually the case. You do actually have to get a certain time in order to get the Ankh. And also, depending on how well you do, there's different colored ones. There's like Sapphire, Gold, Platinum, I think it is? I think I only got a Sapphire one there. Not sure. I don't think you can realistically do them until you get like the Speed Shoes, which is the very last thing you get in the game for defeating Cortex. Yeah, for some reason you have to play as Crash in the underwater levels. I think there's like only 2 underwater levels as well. This one's not too bad. It's the second one that's like a real pain in the ass. But we'll get to that in another video, because this is just World 1. Really a lot to say. It's just me going through a stage, making sure I don't get hit by anything. The drastic changes in between swimming and using the underwater jet ski. I'm gonna call it an underwater jet ski, but I'm sure there's a proper name for it. It's not the easiest thing to control. In fact, the underwater controls are a little stiff. Trying to do anything was a real pain. Thankfully, there were only 2 underwater levels. And this one wasn't too bad. A lot of stuff hiding in the corals too. It's like every coral had something hidden in it. shoot the mines. You can't spin the mines, but that only makes sense. For some reason you can't take the jet ski into these tunnels, which I suppose makes sense. I mean, how would you maneuver it through this? See, I didn't find out until I think the second stage that you could spin attack the eels that pop out. I just assumed they were an obstacle to be dodged. I think we're almost at the end. This stage was surprisingly long, I think. Sharks. I'm just going very slowly because you never know. See, like, that pufferfish is pretty well hidden. And it's not impossible to see, but somehow didn't get hit by that. Almost missed the crystal, but not quite. Another gem. We go through the portal. And we jump back in because I figured, oh, I just need to complete the level to get the Ankh. And the fact of the matter is that that's not necessarily true. Do my idiot dance. It automatically switches back to Coco upon completion. We go back in. This is not going to be exciting at all because we've already talked about everything we can about this level. And the fact that you actually need to put some speed into it. I ran into the mine there. Not terribly exciting. In fact, I think the mine must auto-kill then, because I had the mask and it didn't take that into account. Unless I got hit by something else beforehand. And I completely wasted time picking up the two. Oh no, this is where I find out I can take out the eels. I don't know why I bothered with that boss. We're not even halfway through the stage and we've already taken up 45 seconds. Pretty much just get to blasting. I think I missed that one box too. I figured it wasn't too important. Like, the thing is, I feel like I did make decent time. Obviously, I wasn't too fast. I probably could have been doing a lot more speed. See, that time I didn't just die. Took a minute 42. I enter in the initials and then I should at this point find out that, oh, by the way, you don't actually get the Sapphire Ankh or whatever for just doing it. You only get it if you do it in a certain amount of time. It does offer to restart the trial, but I decide, no, if I actually have to do it in a fast enough time, I'm not going to do it. Because that's just a waste of time. So, I think, yeah, we just move on to stage 3, which I think is one of 2, like, sort of runners where you're riding on an animal. I think it's a tiger this time. Yeah, Orient Express is the first one. And then there's, like, one that's set at night time. Yeah, it's a little tiger. I don't know what the tiger's name is, or where the hell it came from. I'm not even sure if tigers can be found in China, to be honest. Yeah, I found that unlike being underwater where the controls are a bit, like, stiff, these controls are too floaty. You're just going at, like, a million miles an hour and just smashing into shit non-stop. I think we hemorrhage a few lives here. The problem is that you actually... I fell off like an idiot there. I did keep most of, like, my deaths in. I think the only thing I took out was a bit later on in a different video. So you don't have to worry about that, so to speak. So yeah, there are instances where you're obliged to put on the speed in order to, yeah, I don't go up there at all, so I have no idea what's up there. So to speak. They do offer you quite a few lives, so I suppose it makes up for all the death. I probably run into that a few times. Of course, as always, the extra lives don't come back, they just become question mark blocks. Which offer... You know what? I don't think I ever found out how many, what the, like, range was. I think it's like 3 to 10 or something. Anyway, next checkpoint, where we discover that the dragons go high and low. I missed that springboard as well. I don't even think I hit any of the springboards in this stage. I think I only hit them in the other stage. That checkpoint. Dodge like a maniac. I think, oh yeah, you're obliged to, oh no, we jumped over that springboard somehow. I think this is also the point where I give up trying to get all the boxes and getting the gem. Because trying to get all the boxes in, like, these stages seems pretty insane. Because you are just running around like a goddamn maniac. Yeah. So I don't bother going back in, I just carry on. I think what is the next stage again? Is it a normal stage? Oh, the lava stages. I'm trying to remember if this is the stage where I missed one of the crystals.
And bring them to big Colosseum room. Crash! Leave them for Tiny, or Crash get crushed!
Still no idea what he says there. I understood some of it, but not all of it. Oh yeah, I remember being annoyed at the fact that this is a Ford runner. But not boulders this time, dinosaurs, which are infinitely worse. I think we die, I don't know if we die here alone, but I know one of the stages is like pretty damn annoying. die a bunch because, you know, various reasons. Checkpoint. And then the dinosaur just jumps down again. Oh, I get stuck on the geometry. Why did I pause? I don't know. I'm sure there was a reason for me pausing. I think my thumb was slipping off the joystick or something, because I have big ass thumbs for the tiny little joystick that there is. I think this is where we see TNT for the first time in this game. But yeah, the boulder stages in this game seem to be split between, well, I shouldn't call him boulder because it's a dinosaur, but it's split between dinosaur chasing you and bits like this, with bugs that are near invisible. Nothing special here, this is a bonus stage. Which I think is easier than the last one. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, I do get the life in the box up here. I realized almost too late that they were trying to trick you. There's quite a few like things like that in the bonus stages, which is something they did in this game but not the others, which is they try to like trick you into not getting all the boxes, like, oh haha, you were supposed to do this, loser. I don't know what we got hit by there. Grabbing all the Wumpa fruit. No, we're not up to it yet. I think there's one more dinosaur chase towards the end here. I think I got absolutely demolished by it at least several times. I was looking at my box count, so I wonder how many boxes there were left. Because the dinosaur doesn't hit all of them. It hits some of them. Actually, I think the dinosaur already hit that one. I can't tell if I got hit by the dinosaur, well, the Triceratops, the pterodactyl, or the lava. But, yeah. Some of the jumping in this is way too precise. It's like, especially in these stages, I don't know why I'm gesticulating when I'm narrating, just emphasize the point. Some of the jumps especially in these like dinosaur chase stages, are way too precise. Like if you're not right on the edge of the lava and not doing a full jump, you're gonna die. And that's before you get to like bullshit like that, where you're gonna worm around and probably, I don't know if I have to do a slide jump there, and we'll find out in a sec whether I had to do a slide jump or not. still going after all the boxes, even though I think the dinosaur does hit most of them. Oh, I got tricked and hit the TNT, the nitro boxes there. I think I'm complaining about the fact that there's just arbitrary nitro boxes lying around, waiting for stupid people like me to bash into them. Yeah, see, didn't make that jump again. You gotta be right on the edge. Yeah. I think I take my hat off for the rest of the stream because there's too many very precise jumps that you gotta make in order to be a winner. Yeah, I see the dinosaur take it out, so I don't worry about it. Those 3 nitros. I think I pause just to like see what the hell's going on. I get killed right there. I think I'm complaining about like the pimple dickness of it or something idiotic like that. Because I think that's the end right there. I want to say this is the run where we actually do make it. Alright, never mind. I'm still going after boxes. All those. Run around one way. Not spin attack to deal with those. Oh, yeah. This is it. I was right. I'm bitching. I'm screaming about the fact that I ran straight past the diamond and complaining about the fact that the diamond isn't put down where the exit is. Because that dinosaur's still coming. I'm pretty sure that dinosaur will ram you if you go for the crystal. It's dumb. Oh, here's another stage that was annoying. Well, actually no. The reason why this stage was annoying is because I didn't really understand the mechanics too much. It was a bit... I mean, there's another, like, wave, sort of like jet ski level. You do actually play... See, that's the thing, and this is why So, there'll be a... I don't know why... In this stage, you can play as Coco. Yeah, the controls on this are very stiff. I think I decide not to go after all the boxes in this stage, even though later on, in the other Wave Rider stage, we do go after all the boxes. But the controls are very stiff. Which in some ways might be good, but not in others. I know we died once or twice in this level. I forget where. Oh, that's right. I drove straight past the checkpoint like an idiot, and then died almost afterwards. Which means I have to do all this again. I don't think I even went to any of the, like, secret areas in this. Because, like, in both this and the other stage, there's, like, just hidden areas that's just jam-packed full of lives. I didn't really see it in this one. I ran into the boat guy, so I have to restart yet again. Which is always wonderful. But, like, I can see in the background now that there's a cortex and his mouth's open, so there must be some way to drive into his mouth. But I don't think that I don't end up doing it. You can't just go through the boys here. You have to actually follow the correct path. Or a path, not necessarily the correct one. You just have to follow a path. I remember being like just way too cautious at this point because I'm just thinking there's a lot of bullshit yet. Now I actually back it up and try to hit the checkpoint, but it takes a while because, oh, what do you know? Stiff controls. especially since there's a lot of like really narrow things. Also, apparently you can land on top of the guys and they'll die. It's only when you crash into them that you die. Go for this jump. I've already missed boxes. I don't know why I bother. I could have just gone and finished the stage. I think I might have even rambled on about how annoying this would be to try and get the like Arncon, because you've got to go fast, but you've got stiff controls, and also there's just bombs and other obstacles literally everywhere. Yeah, I had a lot of close calls on this stage. As I recall. Although you do go inside Cortex in the end. I think there might be more than one entrance. Anyway, I think as I was going to say at the beginning, you play as Coco in the jet ski races, but when you're driving on the Harley, you have to play as Crash. I don't understand why that's the case. Anyway, here's Tiny. Tiny turned out to be surprisingly hard, but not because of Tiny. Tiny was hard because of what happens between when you fight Tiny and when you're not fighting Tiny.
Stole the pretty crystals. Tiny, take them back in Gladiator Arena.
Here's Cortex showing off. I don't know why Tiny's chained up though. That just seems bizarre. Like, his Cortex is henchman. Shouldn't he just be standing up there with his trident? Like, this part's easy. He just jumps around trying to stab you. And then he'll stab the ground and then you can attack him. That's the easy part. Here comes the hard part. Dodging a fuck ton of lines. So, here's the thing about these lines, which I don't think I even really understood, and that is that hitboxes, what the fuck are they? Nobody knows. Because it's like, they'll jump out of their lane to attack Spyro, but who knows what their range is. Like, I end up figuring out a strat. Well, not really, I don't think I really figured out a strat, I just got really lucky. It's like, you think that it's a simple case of just getting to the empty lane done, and it's RNG as is. See, look at that! Look at that! He jumped out of his lane to bite me in a different lane. It's bullshit. Mostly other bosses are pretty easy, but this one and like the Cortex fight are insane. I mean, in before it turns out one of the other ones were hard. It doesn't help that the lion section goes on for all the some time. Like, it's not short, it's like a load of lines. Like, oh yeah, I think I paused again to just like get my bearings and whatnot. Am I gonna unpause? Or am I just I don't remember about what I ramble on about half the time. Like, I'm pretty sure this next line bit's longer than the first one. That might be what I was banging on about, even though I wouldn't know for sure. as always, like, where was I supposed to go there? Where was I supposed to go? There was nowhere to go. I had to go right. There was no way for me to get back left. Because it's a different pattern each time, as you've noticed. See, that's the thing. Why did none of those lions attack me? They all looked like they were close enough to hit me, but apparently not, I guess. Apparently not. It's just a complete farce as to whether a lion will attack. See, that one didn't. That one didn't. That one somehow didn't. See, I even jumped over one. The lions had no problem with me jumping over them. Thankfully there isn't another wave of lions after. You just beat Tiny at this point. And then you get the, like, ground pound? Yeah, that's the supercharged body slam. You don't have a body slam to start with. I don't know why it's worded the way it is. But you don't get a body slam to start with.
Well done, children. By defeating Tiny, you have unlocked the gate to the next time travel area. Go back to the center of this time twister and save your progress if you wish. From there, you will see that the gate to the second time travel area is now open.
Oh, goody. And it changes back to Coco, because apparently you can't do the boss fights with Coco. Probably don't want to wreck a laptop. I actually go in here, because I thought this was a save point, but this platform takes you to, I think, the DLC for this particular game, which is called Future Tense. Apparently has another bunch of stuff. I didn't end up doing any of the DLC.